Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. This will be my reading for the week ahead, which will be from the 1st of August through to the 7th of August. And the big thing that's coming up, and when I look at it on my chart, it's happening on the 2nd of August. But if you're on the other side of the world, it will be your 1st of August. This is where we're going to have the North Node with Uranus and Mars meet up together in Taurus. This is going to be, I feel like, something like earth-shattering, not only for the world, but for you in your own lives. This is a really big transit that's come, or conjunction that's coming together this over the next couple of days. And it may not happen on that exact day. You may find things happen this week that come up with the energies, the way they work. The way the planets work, it will happen either before or during or when they break apart. But anyway, you probably would have felt an energy like unexpected anger or frustration being building up with you in your own lives and over the last couple of weeks. So what's this going to mean? Okay, we've got the North Node. That's where your life lesson is. When the node is in Taurus, people who are born with the node in Taurus, this is all about your soul learning wanting that path of insecurity, because we're dealing with Taurus. So Taurus is about stability. It is about finances. It's about your environment. It also can be about your self-worth as well, but it is your surroundings. So when we've got the node in this area, we are looking where the soul is trying to look for that path of security, the path of being stable. The soul is learning the strength that comes from awareness of self as a mortal soul on a human journey. As we all say, we are we're all souls, we're having human experiences. And this is because Taurus is an earth sign, so looking at earthly things. It could also be to do with housing as well. This is the only security that can be taken out of life and death. So we've got this life lesson that's going to happen. Now we've got Uranus. Uranus is an unstable energy. It's unexpected. It's unpredictable. Okay, so again, with all this, Taurus, they don't like change. They like stable. They can be quite stubborn. They don't like surprises or things being unpredictable. So we're going to have something that's unpredictable. It's going to be a lesson for us all with this. Then we've got Mars with it. Mars is the planet of action. Actually, even in my book, and I wrote, when you got Uranus in Taurus here, in this placement, irresistible force meets immovable object, because Taurus is a stubborn, that creates an enormous tension. Sometimes something has to blow in its invention of a practical way. So again, tensions are building up with this. It's unexpected. And then with the Mars being in Taurus, it says here that it's like determination. It is also obstinate with an Mars in Taurus is slow to anger, but has a ferocious temper, and is attracted to earthly types. So something's going to come above this. Mars is action. It is strength, but it is also frustration. It's also anger. It is also war, because it is ruled by Aries, which is the god of war. So with this, I feel like when I sort of close my eyes and sitting down with this energy to what it would bring for the world, I do feel like this could be things are expanding. It could be things on war. I did actually see very war images coming into my head. I feel like there's going to be an unexpected surprise coming up in your own personal life, but for the world. This is also explosions. I thought maybe volcanoes erupting, or I actually saw an explosion. So there could be some sort of explosion, or even an explosion of truth could be potentially coming out here. I was getting something about China taking, it's like they were taking control of a ship. So I don't know if China's going to make moves, or we'll hear something about China doing something, perhaps. I feel like that during this week, We'll all be tested. Our values, what we value the most, the stabilities, things are going to be tested. This could be an unstable week. Unexpected life lessons can also be a gift, because no matter what we experience in life, whether it be positive or negative, it is all a gift. It is all lessons. It's all things we need to work through. So this is going to be a gift, but it's going to be, unexpected. There will also be, I feel like, unexpected strengths that you didn't know that you had. So I feel like your hidden strength within, things that you didn't know how strong you are, is actually going to come out and is going to surface up with this. I really feel like it is an unstable world already with the Uranus in Taurus. We just got the node and the Mars. It's going to be adding to that. It has been feeling rather intense building up to this, and it will build up coming into the second. I feel like things is not as it seems. I do feel like there's going to be like Chinese whispers perhaps even going around with this transit. I feel like it's just unpredictable times. People aren't sure where they're heading, where they're going. As I said, it could also, the housing markets could also drop dramatically as well with this, because I feel like the housing boom has gone. Even though you talk to a lot of real estate agents, a lot of them will tell you that no, it's going to keep going booming up. I don't see that. I do see it going down. And I feel like we're just coming into unstable times. On the 5th, we've also got Mercury going into Virgo. So this is the home of Mercury here. I feel like we may be thinking or wanting things to be perfect, things to be looking a certain way in our life, which with the other energies probably is not going to happen this week for us, but it's where we're going to want to perhaps concentrate on, the way we think, or way we express ourselves. We want things to be perfect. We want things to be done right. Okay. There could be an aspect of caring for one another. So it could be a caring or healing aspect with this transit coming in. And there would be like, it's like an inner knowing of knowing you're right, like of thinking you're right. Because I feel like with Virgos, you can't really tell them no. And I feel like you might be overthinking about things or stressing about every possible outcome. I find this is a Virgo tendency where they will want to go through for the plan. They won't just have a plan A or B, they'll have a plan X, Y, Z, or they'll ask you. I have a friend who asks for advice, and I tell her what to do, and then she'll say, well, what if this happens? And I'll say, well, we'll do that. And she'll go through it. It gets to the point where I've got nothing to say to her. They just want to know everything covered, like overthinking things. I find it a Virgo trait. So these are the things that are coming up this week with these transits. It is going to be an intense transit. It is kicking off the year. It's going to be the rest of the year. I do feel like it is going to be crazy in our own lives, in our own years, in what's coming up. What's coming up for that. So let me just do some cards to see what I can see. I'm going to use 2 decks. I feel like I need to use 2 decks. Look, I feel like the way we need to express ourselves this week is going to be having to be very creative. I do feel like this is a week where we really need to believe in ourselves. There is some triumphs this week. So I feel like this week's for us all. There is some triumphs. There is, things that we are going to find that, we can do. So I feel like this hidden strength that we're going to have, it's going to come out this week. So whether it be good or bad, we're all going to get through it. Because this will be an important life lesson, like a destiny point this is. This is the same transit, we take out the node with just the Mars and Uranus. This was the same transit that happened for the January 6th in America. So we'll see what happens this year. I just feel like shockwaves in the world is going to happen with this. It's going to be the start of something big, I feel like. Okay. There could be a shock ending, like a shock... it could be about, this could also be about relationships. I kind of feel like there's going to be, I feel like this is to be governments, something that they're going to, and I'm looking at the American government, there's something that they're trying to bring in, which I feel like they may be stopped, because I feel like with this card, I just saw Biden. So I feel like something about what he wants to do or bring in, because I feel like I'm doing with governments here, is going to be stopped in his tracks. Something will end. So, I feel like there could be endings coming up this week. And these are, again, unpredictable times. We don't know what's coming. This thing with Uranus, it's unexpected. We don't know. I mean, as I said, I see war. Things may come up, but I was also seeing China taking hold of a ship. So I don't know. Maybe they're going to take a lead in something. Maybe something's going to happen. I'm not sure. But we'll have to see what happens there. Leaders will emerge with this. So I do feel like new leaders could even emerge with these transits coming in. There is things of also people feeling a bit trapped or having to, self-assess things, feeling a bit trapped and finding a way out. But there's also an aspect here this week of people wanting to come together and maybe uniting and working as one, knowing that, being stubborn is not going to be the answer. And I feel like perhaps even could even be letting go of some old dreams, could be coming in this week. There is also sharks. This card with here was like sharks standing out to me. But I feel like it's also about a higher knowing, higher peace, feeling gratitude. As I said, there is going to be some sort of spiritual element with this, some sort of like gratitude. There's a knowing, there's a gift to this week with this transit coming up for all of us. We've all got to, I feel like, believe in ourselves and move forward. So there's also going to bring about self-worth issues too with this. But there is an aspect of us working together and getting through it. Okay, coming together as one. So it is going to be quite an intense, this could be, I feel like, disruptive as well, coming into the week ahead. I feel like we need to be creative to be able to work together. The problems that are going to rise up. If you're not able to adjust and shift and be creative in where you're thinking to solve problems, I feel like that's where you're going to really struggle and where you may be stopped this week. So don't get in that thing of Taurus where they just got that eye on that down that tunnel vision, that's it. Because we've got Uranus, it's here to shake up a few things. We've got to do things a different way. Uranus is ruled by Aquarius, which is different. It's unusual. It's being individual. It's being different. So to get around things this week, if you are going to be different, and this will affect leadership because, Mars is ruled by Aries, again, leaders. So I just feel like there's something with leaders, things that are seen, I feel like there are going to be people who will fall this week in terms of leadership, and it's going to be unexpected. There's instabilities here with this that's coming in, not into our own lives, but the world as well. This is going to be a real shake-up that's going to happen with this. Okay, anything else I can see? Just expect the unexpected, because the unexpected can happen with this week, with these transits, and with what coming in. Try and keep calm, try and keep cool, try not to overthink things, try and keep everything, I feel like the best thing I can tell you, I feel like, is just to go with the flow and try not to let things get too much under your skin, which is going to be very hard because energies, they have their way and everyone has their breaking point and frustrations are coming up. Okay, let me see if I can get a channel for what's coming with this transit. Okay. I also feel like with this, actually, I do feel like also stock markets could crash or go down too. I just feel like the unstable world is going to get more unstable with this transit. So I do feel like stock markets around the world could also be, I see crumbling, things crumbling and crashing. But the hidden strengths is how we survive, what we do next. There's the strength that we have in how we react to situations and how we go forward. Do we play in the hands? Let me having hands of fools. Do we go to where people expect us to go to, or do we have the strength to be different and to show people our individual to then go further? Because we need to be that creative. This is a time of not being the same as everyone else. It is a time of being different. Okay. See. You all need inner peace, and you all need to learn to just breathe and go with the flow. There are speed humps going to happen this week where you're all, at least they're going to expect it. You're all thinking you're heading in one direction, but in fact, all the time you've been heading in another. There are going to be secrets revealed to you all in your own lives, but only in the world as well. These secrets are going to come out and expose truths and expose the lies that your governments have been holding back from you. There are people ready to leak things out, and things are going to come out, and you will not be surprised what they come out. And deep down, you all knew these truths. You all know that these lies and the manipulations the media and governments have played with you in your lives. It is time now for you all to stand up and show the courage to show that you're not going to take their lies anymore, that you're no longer going to be their puppets. For you all need to unite, come together as one to defeat the bad in the world, to know that there is a better place and things can be done in a better way. This is all needs to happen. Do not follow everyone else. Look at things realistically. Do not look at the chaos that is coming around you, for it has gotten worse over the last week, and it is now going to get more. You all need to show how brave you are and speak your truths. For these lessons that you will learn this week will be valuable lessons for you all. Okay. So now I will do a four cards, and you can pick out the meaning for the cards. No. Okay. Let's have a look here at what I've got. Okay, let's have a look here. So I'm going to put out 4 cards. Card 1, card 2, card 3, card 4. I just feel like everyone has to listen to intuition a lot this week. I really do. Card number 1, which is this card here. This card here this week for you, it is going to be a lot of change, not only mentally, spiritually. There is going to be like an awakening up for you this week with this card. It's about things finally coming into alignment. So things that were a bit blurry, that you didn't know the truth or didn't see things in a certain way, you're going to see things more clearer. Your vision's going to be more clearer in how you feel and see things this week. It is there are some shockwaves coming here, so but with that you'll grow and you'll adjust, and I feel like you're coming into something better this week. Okay, but this is quite a positive, good card. For card number 2, which is this card here, I feel like with this card it's about rising above the chaos, rising above all the drama that's happening in your life, and going into a place of being calm, of knowing that you speak your truth, that you're not playing games, you're not going to be manipulated, but you're just going to live your own life and the way that you see fit. This card comes up with unique opportunities coming up for you this week. Some, I feel like some surprises that you didn't expect, but could be worth it. I feel like there'll be hard obstacles coming up, but it'll be well worth it in the end. With the hard work comes reward with this card. That's what I feel. Things are starting to open up for you with this one. Card number 3. It's this card here. This card I feel like is a time to spend with family, with loved ones. There is a bit of change here as well. I feel like it's about honoring spirit, honoring your connection to spirit. It's also about, I feel like going on a holiday or escaping the world as it is now for a little break would be quite good. I do feel like it's been quite dense around you, so there's been some things that are happening that have been quite heavy. I think things are going to start opening through and get a little bit easier for you for this week as well. And card number 4, which is this card here. I feel like with this card, you just want peace. You want peace, you want freedom. You want to be independent. There is uniqueness with this card too, and it's very like your wish, it's like your wish is your command. Like there's wishes coming through with this card. It is a card where it's like you might feel a bit trapped, but you are going to break through this. There's a lot of uniqueness with this card. You are trying to find your destiny, you're trying to find your peace, you're trying to find your place in the world. And I do feel by the end of the week you've sort of got things figured out a bit more with this one. Okay, so that's my reading for this week. Good luck. Let's see what happens through the week. As I said, I do feel like it's going to be quite intense. There could be a lot of drama that happens. When I was closing my eyes and looking into this last night, as I said, I was feeling like I just kept seeing a bit of like war energy. I saw China. I did see an explosion. I kind of feel like anger is going to erupt. People are kind of sick of more like the woke things that are going on. I feel like, especially like the week that's just gone by, those sort of more woke things, especially where I am, have been coming up in the media. And it seems like things that are going on where I am at the moment, where it's been more about if you're not with what we think, then you're on the outer. No one's allowed to have their own opinion and their own voice at the moment. And I feel like that's about to change, because everyone thinks differently, and if it's okay if you don't think like someone else. That's your view, that is okay. We're all different. We're not meant to be the same. We're not meant to think the same. And that's what people have to remember. You know, just because you think something is that way doesn't mean you're right, and doesn't mean that the person who thinks a different way that they're wrong. We need to learn to agree, disagree sometimes. But just some of the things that have been coming up this week, I feel like have been a bit silly, and people do need to respect and see the bigger picture instead of playing in the hands of governments and what they're wanting you to think and how they want you to act. I think that's very important coming up for this week ahead, this unpredictable week that's coming up ahead. Okay, I'll leave it there. So thank you for liking, sharing your comments. Best of luck, and let's see what happens for this week. So bye for now.